Hello, everyone. The rocks are still there over time, only human mistakes are constantly changing, causing vessels to continuously crash into them. Welcome to part 3 of our series, the vessels crashing into rocks, all caught on camera. Real footage, real mistakes, real consequences. Let's get started.
Oh my God!
This is the moment an offshore supply ship lost control and crashed straight into a reef in the United States Virgin Islands, located in the Caribbean. It is unclear whether the captain was asleep at the time of the incident or not, but certainly the technical error factor in this case will be ruled out. Proof of this came the moment the vessel struck the reef. The captain immediately engaged the thrusters and turned the ship around. Fortunately, no serious damage occurred. However, the coral reefs at the collision site will need some time to grow back.
No, ma pigliava. Mamma mia. No, vabbè, certo. Stai giusto male. Se le scuoti sappiamo. No, non ci credo. Ragazzi! Assurdo.
In Turkey, the dry cargo ship Vamos was caught in a storm while unloading cargo at the port of Inebolu. Strong winds and heavy waves snapped the vessel's mooring lines, dragging it across the harbor and into the rocky breakwater opposite the port of Inebolu. At the time of the incident, there were 11 crew members on board, all of whom were safely rescued. A more serious situation happened to the general cargo ship Lavana. This ship was on a voyage from Uruguay to Lebanon when it experienced an unexpected engine failure while passing through the Strait of Gibraltar. Then, due to the bad weather conditions in the area at that time, it drifted and crashed into the breakwater at Marina Smir, Morocco, and then sank. This is the moment rescue teams worked to save the crew trapped on board. 8 of the 9 crew members were rescued safely, 1 went missing. It is known that 5 months later, the ship was invited by the local government to bid to cut and move the ship from the sunken location. The estimated cost for this work is more than $3 million USD.
Oh, and it propped up sick, too.
It can be said that strong winds and rough waves are among the major dangers that have caused many vessels to be swept onto the rocks. Most recently, on the 9th of August 2025, the passenger boat Discovery was swept away by waves reaching 10 to 12 feet high, pushing it onto a submerged coral reef where it became stranded. It was reported that the area had already been under a rough waves warning, and the vessel was actually on its way back to Port Timor. However, just about 18 meters from the entrance of Kuala Basin Harbor, the incident occurred. By evening, the Discovery drifted into a breakwater and was carefully anchored to shore by the rescue team.
tormentita de verano.
The experience and attitude of the captains when navigating is also a factor that needs to be mentioned. Many captains, even though they have many years of experience, just a few moments of carelessness can lead to disaster in an instant. Take a look at how this Chinese captain was handling a domestic container ship, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Another example of a lack of control boating occurred on the Luján River near the Vinculación Canal, Argentina. I don't know how fast this captain was going to get the boat to this position, but if I had to guess, it was definitely over 30 knots. Technical failures on vessels are another factor that can lead to completely uncontrollable crashes. The incident you are watching occurred on the 27th of July, 2025, when a cruise ship suddenly crashed straight into a concrete breakwater behind a waterfront restaurant in Marina del Rey, California.
Oh my God.
The initial cause was determined to be that the yacht's engine failed and the captain was unable to turn it off. That is why he deliberately drove the ship into a concrete barrier to avoid colliding with other boats in the area. In Doha, Qatar, this yacht collided with a coral reef and ran aground on it because its new owner was unfamiliar with the terrain in the area. And this 94-foot yacht ended up stranded on a coral reef in Honolulu Bay, Hawaii, after its owner improperly tied the mooring lines, causing the vessel to drift away from the dock. And now other collision incidents have been recorded in various locations, such as Brazil, Turkey, Singapore.
Yeah, this boat is traveling in with a rock and wood.
And that's a wrap. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We've got more wild water action coming your way soon, so stay tuned. Catch you in the next one. Bye.
Oh my God.